Welcome back to AM Northwest. They're the closest thing we have to living dinosaurs, and there are about 20% more of them living on Earth than people. Here to share an eye-opening look at these feathered creatures, we welcome the author of What the Chicken Knows, Cy Montgomery. Hi, Cy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What propelled you, what motivated you to write about chickens and the history of chickens and how smart they are?
Well, most people, even if you can't identify a crow or a robin, they know a chicken. But most of what we know about chickens is actually wrong. People have this idea that they are stupid, that they're dirty, that they're mean, and nothing could be farther than the truth. So I wrote this book as my effort to praise this unappreciated bird, but who is a great source of wildness and wonder.
Yeah, and you talk about how smart they are. Illustrate for our viewers what you mean by how smart they can be.
Well, the average chicken, scientists have proved, can recognize 100 different faces. And they certainly know their people. They certainly know their friends of various different species. They also have a rich vocal tradition. There's at least 24 calls that researchers understand. They can tell when a predator is coming and announce whether it's a predator coming from the sky or from the ground, and whether it's approaching quickly or whether it's coming slowly. They can tell that they have found food, but they also will tell their flock mates that it's something really delicious or that it's just kind of meh. And some chickens appear to make up names for their owners. And
No
a friend
way.
of
Are
mine
you
who wrote a book,
serious?
How to Eat Chicken, yes, she was telling me that her chicken, her head chicken in her flock, whose name was Tilly, Tilly always said this thing just when Melissa was there. When
Oh,
Melissa wasn't there, she never said that thing. And we do know that lots of animals do have names. We know that dolphins, for example, have signature whistles that
huh.
identify each individual, and you can call your friend over here or make reference to your
Yeah.
friend over there.
Wow.
And we
There.
also know prairie dogs have a rich vocabulary. So why not chickens?
Why not chickens? There are also very different kinds of chickens. They can look. I mean, they run the gamut of all the different ways they can look. Let's take a look at a couple of them. This croaky Easter egger. Oh, what's it? No, first, what's this one?
I think that's a leghorn rooster.
This is a leghorn.
But look at his nice comb. Isn't that
It
amazing?
is really pretty.
Oh, don't you wish you had hair like that?
Yes, yes.
He's such a handsome guy. And this one you can see has a totally different kind of comb. And chickens, pigeons, and dogs are among the most plastic of animals that you can get them to look like almost anything. There's some with poofy top knots. There's some with feather. See, there's the poofy top knot
Yeah.
one in the back there, following her somewhat plainer friend there. Some of them have.
Hey, be kind. Be kind now, Cy.
Oh,
This one
yeah.
is
Oh,
beautiful. Oh my gosh.
that's a little banty, and some of them are really little, and others are like gigantic. Some, the males, will have tail feathers that will cascade down for feet and feet and feet. They'll perch up way high, and their tail feather will be cascading all the way down to the ground. Others have feathered feet, and they look like they're wearing their dad's bedroom slippers when they're
Oh
walking
yeah, I've seen
around.
those. Yeah, absolutely. So because you don't have any chickens right now, right? But when you had them, is the idea to keep them laying eggs? And then what happens when they don't lay eggs anymore? They're your
Well,
pets?
the eggs were a bonus. I really wanted to get to know them,
Okay.
and I let them free range over our 8 acres. And interestingly, one of the signs of their great intelligence is that they're spatial wizards, which I am not. And our hens intuited the boundaries of our property until one day they noticed a social change between us and our next door neighbor. They used to never cross the low stone wall that separated us from our next door neighbor, which was actually closer to the barn than our house. Their house was closer. But when the neighbors and I just kept, we essentially became one unit. And the chickens are so socially sensitive that they realized that we're all one family, and then
Yeah.
they annexed their property.
How old can they get to be?
Oh boy, I think the oldest chicken, they can live over 10 years.
Okay. I think.
Mine, alas, um, I don't think none of mine ever lived 10 years. But the thing that persists is the flock culture. And so if you're introducing new ladies to your flock, they'll pick up the culture of the existing flock.
Yeah.
And so my flock has always been peaceful and a kind of a feminist utopia until we got our rooster Clarence.
Oh, those men. Those men ruin
Honestly,
everything.
honestly.
Okay, we
He
want
was a handsome guy.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know, looks aren't everything. We want to tell everyone what the chicken knows is at bookstores now. Cy Montgomery, thank you so much.
thanks. It was great being on.
It was fun. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.